Hey YouTube, I just wanted to point out something about the new 2024 Sig X-Macro TacOps. Looks like Sig has quietly made some changes and I just wanted to point them out. I purchased this weapon just in January. I unfortunately just missed out on one of the deals where Sig was offering 3 free mags if you purchased an X-Macro or X-Macro TacOps October through December 2023, but I'll touch on that in a moment. One of the first things you might notice is this case is a little different. It's actually larger than previous X-Macros or TacOps. One thing I noticed immediately comparing unboxing videos from on YouTube previously was that the space in between this hinge was much reduced, and when you would open the case up, the gun and the 4 mags that it would come with felt a little cramped. So Sig has quietly increased the size of the case. The next thing is inside. This is what you will receive, also with some paperwork, but you'll get 3 mags loose, which now fit comfortably. You'll get a magazine feeder helper. 1 magazine will be in the weapon, and this is empty. You'll have an empty chamber indicator. One of the changes that I noticed is that the feed lips on this magazine are reduced so that they cover more of the meat on this follower. There were some posts I saw online about people saying they were practicing ejecting mags in a fighting style where they'd quickly just drop it onto the ground to slam in a new mag, and when this would land on a hard surface, the tension in the spring was actually pushing this follower right out of the magazine. So Sig has quietly improved the feed lips, and I think that they had a healthy supply of leftover old magazines of the old design, and I think part of the reason why there was a promotion where they were giving away so many free magazines, I think it was 3 free magazines if you bought a weapon between October and December, was I think they were trying to get rid of that old stock now that they have this new design that they're going forward with. Another change that I wanted to point out is that the X-Macro TacOps used to come with suppressor height sights, and it does not. At least this one does not. Now, some people like a very high suppressor height sight, especially if you're going to change out the barrel on this, put on a threaded barrel that can accept a compensator or a suppressor, especially a suppressor more so than a compensator. But some people don't like suppressor height sights. You might hear some people talk about suppressor height sights that you can co-witness with an optic, but the way people are saying they want to co-witness is they almost are saying that they want the iron sights to line up with an optic red dot at the same time. And that's really not the way co-witnessing is supposed to work. Co-witnessing is more for when your optic fails, you can actually still see your iron sights in an emergency situation. But you're not supposed to try and get the front sight to line up exactly with where the red dot is in your optic. Because if the iron sights are that high in your optic, you're actually losing out on a lot of field of view in these small package optics. It's actually going to be blocking about half of your view. So Sig decided to do away with the suppressor height sights and go with the standard X-ray sights. That's all I've noticed at the moment. Everything else seems to be the same, but I just wanted to point out those few changes for the X-Macro TacOps for 2024.